Well, in the last few videos, you guys have seen most of this. This is kind of the same as it was when you last saw me running the LGBF7 Santa Fe. I think the only things new to show, not the only, there's substantial stuff, but let's just cover, it's this. So, I've always had this path connecting into my train shed here. This has always been the sliding gate I have under my house just to kind of make it look good. That lower fascia board was always, it was low. And so what I had to do is take it off, cut it a little shorter, raise it up. So that way, when I close this, there's just enough clearance now for it to avoid the track. So why did I have to do that? Because I raised the train shed so that this path here is not super steep. It is steep, but it's such a short amount that it's not a big deal. So if I open this up, this all looks more or less the same. I did redo a lot of the switches right here because since I was tearing this out anyway, there's always been a couple, like one or two switches on this line that would cause frequent derailments or have issues with some trains, so I swapped them out. I added those the concrete, I call them cylinders, that's not what they are, they're cinder blocks. So I got those from Home Depot. Those are like $1.50 each or something, and kind of looks like a little viaduct, you know, kind of like a bridge in a way. But yeah, so this whole thing is raised up. In order to achieve that, originally I just had bricks under here, but those weren't high enough. So starting back there, you can see a 2x in here. So I got 2x4, a 2x4, then I went to I think that's a 2x6, and another 2x6. And then I did have to put a little shim piece under here to kind of level it out, but that raised it up an extra 3 inches or so beyond where it used to be. And then that allows this track to connect to my main loop without being substantially high or grade. You know, the grade's not terrible. Say hi, Mochi. Yeah, you are tired today. You're loaded up on trazodone for your grooming appointment. Anyway, compared to what I've done in the last few days, this is the big change. Bringing this up, putting this access path in for the mainline access. And then the only other thing is I did add my other connection points for the outer loop. So you see the red wire there. That's one of my connections. Over here, I did get these in. So I have my outer loop connector there, outer loop connector there. And then I think I already showed you this in the other video, but I'm going to come around the back. The final connector is right there. You can see the red wire. So now I have 4 points for the outer loop. I have one right here. I have 2 each at the midpoint there, and then 1 at the back there. But I'm rambling. I'm going to let you guys go for now. I just wanted to highlight the recent updates, which is this here being raised properly and then raising the front end of the shed so that the trains don't have much of a grade going from out of the shed onto the main loop. So you can see I'm not done. There'll be plenty of more videos coming in the future. So look forward to that, or don't, depending on your attitude towards these. Take care.